Bladed Articles.
Hello and welcome back to Bladed Articles. Today for you guys I have got an MBK, and to be more precise this is an MBK EZC 2.0. Now this has travelled all the way from the United States of America, and this has been kindly sent in to me by Carl, so thank you very much for that, bud. I really appreciate you lending that to me. So as I said, it has been lent to me by Carl because this is one of his babies, and I can see why after using it. So just a brief overview of the pouch. You do get these two little, what are they called? Belt straps. That's what I was looking for. So you can obviously wear it on your belt if need be. It does feel quite durable, and obviously you get the threaded MBK logo on there. The zip works rather well, and inside you have got voila. So you do get a lovely polishing cloth. I will just open that up just so you can get a view of how large that is. There we go. So roughly a good size, to be fair. We'll just pop the knife here just to show you a size comparison on that. Cool beans. So here we are. Here is the MBK EZC 2.0. Now this has actually been an awesome knife to use. Absolutely loved using it, and I'm kind of sad I've got to send it back to Carl, if I'm honest. If I had the money I would get one. It has been that good. I'm being totally honest with you guys here. So this is coming in at 285 USD, which is roughly about 207 pounds, or Great British pounds. So the colour of the scales is titanium. Well, the material is titanium, and this is an integral frame, so that means it is milled out of one entire piece of titanium, which is pretty darn cool. So from what I've seen of integral knives, they usually come quite pricey. However, this is coming in rather cheap for an integral knife, in my opinion anyway. 200 quid, that is not bad at all, considering I've seen them for a heck of a lot more. So even on the integral is the stop pin, so that is also milled out of the entire piece of titanium. The only thing that isn't is the pocket clip, and obviously the screw on parts and hardware, which is pretty darn cool. So there is no lanyard hole unfortunately with this. However, you can add one to the pocket clip, and the pocket clip isn't that deep of a carry, I'm afraid. However, it doesn't bother me too much because I keep mine in a caddy, and I just have a lanyard in obviously the pocket clip just to help pull it out, because it's a little bit quicker than it being on my pocket and trying to muddle about with whatever's in my pocket. So on to the point number, where are we? 1, 2, 3, 3? Yes, 3, which is the carry style, which we were talking about anyway, which is tip up right-handed only. So unfortunately, because of the design from Ray Laconico, unfortunately it's just that one. However, like I said, you can remove it, so if you are a lefty and you don't fancy it on there, it's all good to go. So now you've got the centering and the lock itself. So let's just have a look at the centering. Absolutely smack dab in the center. I haven't adjusted it. I'm pretty sure Carl hasn't adjusted it. However, I'm not going to play with this at all, because obviously it's Carl's baby. So yeah, that's not mine to mess with. So onto the blade, which is coming in at M390, and M390 has been really nice to me in the past, and it hasn't changed at this time. So this has been with Carl, and I don't think he sharpened it. I think he might have stropped it up a couple of times maybe, but even still, this thing has been going through so much cardboard. We've had, what was it, cardboard, so packaging tape, endless fucking amounts of that. Then we've got food this week. We've had paracord as well, a little bit of wood. What else we got? Foam. We've had some foam. We've had some we've just had wood. What else have we had? So much crud this week. It's been so hot as well. So this is actually, that's another point, with sweaty hands, this has actually been quite grippy with just it's really odd with just this little what is it, groove on here. It's actually been, it sort of just sits in there really nice with my fingers, and it's really been quite grippy. It's a really fucking odd. I didn't think it was going to be that grippy at all, but yeah, it is what it is with that, which is pretty cool. So yes, back onto the steel itself. I'm waffling. So we've had food, we've had packaging, we've had carpet, we've had foam, oh, sheathing, small gauge cable, anything else? Obviously the wood. Nothing else that I can think of actually. It has been through a lot, just like all my other knives do. So let's crack on to point number 6, which is the length, and we will start with the cutting edge. Let's have a little look-see. So the cutting edge is coming in, is coming in just over 7 centimeters, so I'm going to class that as about 7.2, 7.3 centimeters on the cutting edge. Or open that a bit, ooh, bit more, so we can measure the entire length. Here we go. That's interesting, because I'm pretty sure on MBK's website it says it is 7 inches, or does it say sub 7 inches? I will double check and add that into the description, but as you can clearly see, that is less than 7 inches. I'm going to go just over 17 centimeters and call that 17.2, 17.1 on the overall length. Now let's close it and have a look at the closed formation. We'll tongue that down a little bit, and we're going to go for 9.7, 9.8 on the closed formation, 9 centimeters of course. Now let's have a look at the screw size. Now something interesting I found out when having a look at the screw sizes, we will get to that. So we'll start with the pivot first, and that was a T8. I haven't taken this apart, I just measured it up when I got it, just so I kind of knew what I was up against. So that is a nice and snug fit there. You only need the one because obviously there's only one there. And that is coming in at a T8. Now onto the interesting part, which is the rear. So we are going to need one of these, and we are going to need one of these. So we will start with the the steel lock bar insert, and that I'm pretty darn sure, yep, so that's a nice and snug T6. Now you would have thought, well, they've done that as a T6, maybe they do these as a T6, and well, you're partially right. You have a T6 here, as you can see when it focuses. There we go. However, on the top screw, for some odd reason, a T7 is on there. So I'll just get the T6 and just show you. Look how loosey-goosey that is. Now, I don't know why they've done that, because it's not like it's holding in a backspacer, it's not like it's integral to the integral, it's just a bit random really. Maybe they had a few T7s laying around and they wanted to use it up. I don't know, just odd. Didn't see the point in it really, but hey ho, is what it is. So you're going to need a T8, a T7 and a T6 if you wanted to take this apart. However, I'm not going to, because it is not my knife, and also I'm not quite sure I fancy taking apart this integral, because I bet it's going to be an absolute bugger to get back in, as in the blade itself, because yeah, I've just got a feeling that's going to be a nasty motherfucker to get apart. I might be wrong, when I get my own I will try it out, but not on this one unfortunately. So let's have a look. I will just clean that now, bear with me. Just got to get all those dirty fingerprints off, just so you can see the beautiful logos on the cold steel. Yeah. Right, here we go. There's the MBK logo on the steel on the rear side, and then you have got Ray Laconico on the spine of the blade, which is pretty sweet. I like where it's placed. However, my thumb does sit over that quite a lot, so I don't see it. But yeah, here's what it is. It's only a logo, I suppose, and at least it's got Ray's name on it. I mean, you can probably tell from the design anyway, but if you didn't, it's a Ray Laconico. Cool. So now we are going to go onto the hair pop and see if this is still shaving sharp. Let's have a look. Let's start gentle. We'll start by the gorilla hands. Well, I say gorilla hands. This is this ain't got nothing on my father, I tell you. Right. Anything at all? Oh, we got one. Oh no. There's about 3 or 4 in there. So yeah, it may need a strop, but that's for Carl to decide. We got a few more. There's a couple more, so it may need a strop in the near future, especially after my use. I do apologise, Carl. So yeah, but it is still shaving sharp, and I'm pretty sure Carl hasn't sharpened this since he got it. So that M390 has held up really well, in my opinion. Anyway, so on to the size comparison. So also, if you have made it this far, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Also, there is a teeny tiny surprise at the end if you just want to hang on for just a few more minutes. I'm sure if you are watching this, you like your EDC, so it's something related to that. So yeah, just hang on if you want. To kick off the size comparison, we have got the Banter. Then we have got the Luna. So as you can see, it is really quite close to both of those in terms of blade size and of scale size as well. So it does fit into the hand really rather nicely. Quite a small, slim design, but also not too large, which is quite nice. Quite refreshing, I'd say. Unlike this. Right, so this is just for funsies. We've got the Yojimbo 2 here, just to for a size comparison, because I know quite a few of you like your spider goats. And then for all of you who have a 940, there we go. So as you can see, it's obviously dwarfed by these last two. However, the slightly smaller ones, slightly smaller pocket knives, it does, you know, tally up quite close to it. And to be honest, any smaller, it'd probably be an arse to use, but any bigger, and I think it'd be, yeah, I think it's perfect size for me personally, and my hands anyway. Maybe it is for Carl. Well, I'm pretty sure it is for Carl, because he's, you know, he loves this thing, absolutely loves it. Right, so let me just get these out of the way. I'm going for a frame lock on a compression lock. Got too many. Axis, compression, and integral frame. Lovely jubbly. Got a nice few selections. Right, so here's a surprise for you guys. Now, I don't know if anybody of you carry EDC coins. Let us know in the comments below if you do. However, if you follow on Instagram, you have probably seen this already. So I am releasing a coin, an EDC coin for you guys, and there is a full description of that on the website of where it is being sold, and that is whoknives.com. So feel free to go over there and check it out, and it is available for pre-order. The current lead time is roughly about a couple of weeks at the minute. There are only going to be 25 of them made in this material. So this is solid brass, and it patinas really rather well. I have cleaned this one up a number of times, and it has come out really nice afterwards. And if you need to know how to clean it, just drop me a message on any of the socials. I am more than happy to help out. So these are individually serialized. Obviously I've got one of the prototypes. So there was 5 prototypes, and obviously I got one because it's mine. So this was designed by Buck over on Instagram. aka Jan, and he has done a tremendous job in designing this. So he did help design my logo as well, so props to him for all of this design work. And I'm bringing it all to you guys if you fancy carrying one of these about. So there we have it. That is my big surprise. I know it's probably a letdown to some, however I have been super excited to show the world all of this. It has been in the works for quite some time, so I'm quite chuffed to bits with it, if I'm being quite honest. Anyway, if you held on this far, I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much. Remember, stay safe, stay happy, stay shaving sharp.